When we talk about ascension symptoms, it's tempting to just talk about the symptoms. I've been putting them in a context as well. However, I've been saying that they're for our growth, right? They're there to help us grow. How do we grow? Well, we raise our vibration. As the energetic beings that we are, we vibrate higher. Yeah, Nikola Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, it's pretty acknowledged today that he was a rather smart individual. Energy, because everything is energy. Together with us, we are part of everything. And we vibrate at a certain frequency. The more into negativity that you are, the lower your vibration. The lower your vibration, the less access you have to divinity, the greater reality, intuition, your own intuition, and the universe itself. As you ascend, you raise this vibration of the energy being that you are. And in doing so, you open up to higher potential, divine potential for yourself. That is your God-given birthright. Everybody has it. As you walk this path, you raise your vibration and you open up to greater connection with everything that there is. But it's not easy. It is for the brave, dear ones. Because you have to face your shadows. You have to face what you have been bottling up and putting under the rug, potentially for your entire lifetime. I'm not even going to go into anything else than that. Now, you may think, well, you've had a simple life, or maybe not so eventful life, or doesn't matter what kind of life you've had. Maybe that there are not that many events that need to be overcome, seen in a different light. But that can be deceiving. You see, we've had this full moon eclipse, a very powerful, energetic moment, and planetary alignment. What does that energy do? If you are so inclined, if you're open to it, and if you let it work its magic, it will help you raise your vibration. As you raise that vibration, you get to see more inside of your being. You get to see from a different perspective. You know, I was talking about that spiral. As you raise your vibration, as your consciousness grows, you get to revisit different moments, but you also get to see different perspectives within your own past. And they just open up to you. You don't have to start thinking about what happened then or what happened then. You will be hit by various states, various emotions that were actually inside of you still. You've just been bottling them up. It could be sadness, could be grief, could be anger and frustration at the way you were treated when you were young, at the differences between what the world is and what you thought the world was. Maybe at the fact that we all did grow up in a rather heinous world, and we are actually pretty pure energy beings that haven't been expecting necessarily, or have forgotten, that this world that we are living in now is a rather tough world. Does that mean let's build up walls around our hearts? No, definitely not. Because what does that do? It lowers your vibration. And you turn more into the animals we think we are, or most of us think we are. The higher your vibration, the more in touch with the universe, with the entirety of creation, the more access to the universal mind of God you have. The less you identify with the very limited perceptions of this body, this situation, that situation. You become free. You set yourself free, which is how you always were and still are. Nothing changes except your perception. You see, we are locked in by our perception alone. There's nothing, as you go down the spiritual path, the only thing you realize is you are free, you are truth, you are love, and it's here now for you. You were the only one limiting yourself. That doesn't mean to blame yourself. There are good reasons for that. You were shaped in a certain way. You had to protect yourself from the harshness of living in this world. When you were young, defenseless, without discernment, so you developed coping mechanisms. You started to be feeling that you're not enough, that you need to prove yourself to the world. And in doing so, you started to become a people pleaser. Because that's how you derived your worth, by what others think of you. It's a coping mechanism. There's others. Perfectionism, pushing yourself to the limit, to always prove yourself, because you are not enough. But you are enough. You always have been, and you always will be. That will never change. It's your perception that has changed, because you had sunk into a lower vibrational state, courtesy of the world we're living in. And that realization can bring with it grief, frustration, and anger that you piled up inside of yourself because there was nothing you could do. You were defenseless. There was nothing you could do. As you dig more, as your vibration goes higher, you start to see these things. They come up for release. Automatically, your body, your entire being knows when it's right to bring this to you so that you can release them, so that you can bravely face these emotions. Understand, be kind and forgiving. Those were different times. There is no mistake. It's just about facing up to them, living the emotions, letting them tell you the story that they couldn't tell you when you first experienced them because of a lack of discernment, lack of ability to do anything. This is, in my view, the biggest ascension symptom. You start to see what's under the rug, under your rug. And this is the important one. Face it with kindness, face it with love, understanding and forgiveness. Because you are growing, and with you and your growth, everybody in the world grows. Believe in yourselves. You're doing an amazing job. I love you. Stay strong.